Welcome to the Nut House. This is the Cinema Asylum podcast.
I'm Dylan, one of two superhero sci-fi experts.
I'm Matthew, the other superhero and sci-fi expert.
Today we're reviewing Peacemaker season
Ignore us.
2. Sorry, we were joking like right before it. We could not come down.
Not safe for podcast.
NSFP. Haven't seen that tag before.
And that's saying something.
Yeah, this has been some dark corners of the internet.
So this is the third project in James Gunn's DCU following Creature Commando Season 1 and Superman.
Yeah. It's continuing really well,
Yeah.
I gotta say.
James Gunn's holding it down.
Yeah, for real.
It'll be interesting to see the tonal shift, though, with Lanterns.
Yeah, especially with it being underneath different people, because
Exactly.
James has been spearheading all three projects so
Yeah.
far.
And it's going to be more of like a true detective murder mystery style,
Yeah.
which is going to be interesting. I don't feel like there's going to be much humor outside of Guy Gardner.
I think that there's going to be humor. I mean, John's
it's gonna
got
be a
his
lot
own
darker,
style.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
going to
I don't
be a
think
lot
that
more
there's gonna
serious project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't need to have the all the fart jokes and sex jokes and stuff
Right.
like that Guy Gardner's known for.
Right. Which Guy Gardner is not the main character, but he'll be in that. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we will be talking spoilers.
Mhm.
And this season deals with some stuff, so be prepared. There is some stuff we're going to talk about that not everybody's going to want to hear, but you're going to hear it anyway. So get over
I mean, it's kind of
Yeah,
unavoidable.
it's
with
unavoidable.
How the season was.
it. Yeah. We usually don't talk politics, but you're going to hear politics. So
It's not politics.
Well, yeah.
It's shit against humanity.
yeah, well, yeah,
That's different.
you're going to hear some stuff, and you're going to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're going to jump right in. So the season starts with the 11th Street kids kind of like broken up again. They're all kind of struggling.
It starts with a retcon.
Well, that too. Yeah, we get the Justice Gang instead of the Justice League.
Yeah. Which is totally fine.
Yeah,
I don't really miss the fish fucker joke too bad.
I kind of do.
It was funny. I just
Yeah.
I was fine with the retcon. It was totally fine.
Yeah.
But continue with
Yeah,
the 11.
I was more fine with. I was more upset with losing Jason Momoa than losing Ezra.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
But we're getting Momoa back as Lobo, so
Yes,
fucking great trade-off.
it is actually. Now we need Alan Richardson as Aquaman.
Yes, please.
Bring
That
him-
or Batman.
Yeah, bring him Aquaman, bring it full circle.
Mm-hmm. I'd be down for it.
Yeah. I still like the idea about the dude from The Expanse as Batman.
Yeah, I need to have more experience with him first.
Yeah.
But I could see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, the 11th Street kids are kind of broken up. Anna Bio and her wife are broken up.
Yeah.
They're on the verge of divorce. Amelia is like completely screwed. She's lost her job and she had to sell her TV because she just can't afford anything.
Yeah.
She's like really down the dumps.
I mean, she's blacklisted.
Yeah. Economos is kind of still working for Argus.
Yeah, but it's like grunt work.
Yeah.
They're like, you're lucky that you didn't get blacklisted,
Yeah.
basically.
Vigilante's just vigilanting.
Yeah, no, he's just being himself, which, hell yeah, with everybody that changed after season 1, it's interesting seeing him just going on about everything like normal.
Well, James said we'll get into this a little bit more later because I've caught up with the Peacemaker podcast that's been James' host.
Yeah.
He said he wants all the characters to go through a major change except for Vigilante. Vigilante's the one character that doesn't really change at all through the whole show.
No, that's fine.
He's like Vigilante's in his own lane.
Yeah. I don't think that there's a whole lot of because he's such a carefree kind of character, and he's so like
he's a
oddly quirky.
sociopath.
Yeah, well, yeah. No, I was about to say that he's oddly quirky, but absolutely, that's the way to put it. But like he
Another word
doesn't.
for sociopath.
The only like character development that I think that he would need is just like forming a better connection with his mom.
Or one of the other team members.
Dude, I wouldn't even see one. I wouldn't even say one of the other team members. Okay, I think there's a kinship growing between John and Vigilante
Definitely.
because the fact that the fact that Adrian went into wake John up in the tub.
Yeah.
It was just like, hey, who wants to quiz me about spiders?
Yeah.
And John was just like, okay, basically, like, I don't know. I could see a solid friendship developing
Yeah.
there. But
Shout out to John this season for some of the best dialogue.
straight fuck it up.
I'm famously a giant wimp. Even looking someone in the eyes a total act of heroism for me. Shout out to John for all the autistic people.
when he stood up for himself against
Sasha,
yeah, Sasha. Yes, thank you. I was gonna say Sophie.
I don't get paid to deal with your crap. Well,
Actually,
you're my boss. You kind of do.
Yeah, him being like, if you read my dossier, you know that I suffer from social management skills or lack of social management skills or something like that. It was like, so you do in fact get paid to put up with me. Like that was such a good like a little like shut the fuck up kind of thing. No, I Economos was really one of the highlights of this season through and
Yes.
through. He was so good in like every scene.
And of course, Rooker.
Yeah, I love Rooker too. When John took him out, when he was about to take a shot at Eagly, I was like, all right, well, he was in it for one episode. I was like, damn, immediately gone. No, it took me a second to realize that was him.
Yeah.
Like he was introduced in what, the third or fourth episode, right?
Captain Cultural Appropriation.
So good. That was such a good line. Oh my god. No, but like the fact that he was in the credits the entire time, I was just like, who the fuck is this guy? I was like, what? Why is there a random homeless man dancing with the rest of the? I mean, there's plenty of rando characters,
We never found out who that
everybody.
alien was.
Yeah, I'm totally fine with it. I mean,
Yeah.
wasn't it like didn't it say like Kryptonian something in the credits?
No, I don't think so.
They at one point they say Kryptonian
Oh, okay.
in the credits.
No, you didn't recognize him as Michael Rooker because he didn't have blue skin.
Shut up. No, man, I think I don't honestly, I really don't know why I didn't recognize him. It took me a solid like 2 minutes after he actually was debuted in the episode to be like, oh, that's Michael Rooker.
The Prime Eagle stuff was incredible. It's the Prime Eagle.
I've been preparing my whole life for this.
So actually, he took it a different way than James took it.
Okay.
Like like we said, spoilers, his death scene.
Mm.
He's like, "I'm sorry, Eagly." James wrote that as literally he was apologizing to Eagly. How Michael took it, of course, taking it totally different. He recognized in that moment how much of a horrible person he had been all his life. And he's saying he's sorry to Eagly, but what he's really saying is, I'm sorry to God for every mistake I've made. That's how Michael Rooker took it.
Honestly, I just took it as him begging for his life.
Yeah. No, I guess, according to Michael, he had like a real spiritual awakening, and he's like, I'm sorry for everything I've done.
Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense that he went through that at the very end there.
Yeah. But James is just like, I just wrote him as saying sorry to Eagly. Of course you thought that.
Of course, Rooker took it and ran.
Yeah, I think Rooker's definitely my favorite new character this season. Of
Really?
characters that hadn't been... Okay, how do I put this? In characters we haven't had an iteration of before.
Have we ever had Flurry before? Because I love Flurry.
Okay, I love Flurry too.
Tim Meadows is great in
Yeah.
general, but
he took up Peacemaker's role as Captain Inappropriate from the first season.
yeah, agreed. Yeah,
Ginger cool.
dude, when he was fucking laying into that one agent in the QUC, was just like
throwing up on the stripper.
Yeah, just fucking totally ragging on him about that shit. Oh my god. I was like, this dude's an asshole.
Paul and I were talking. We figured what your favorite part of the last episode was. The Steel Panther song. The F in my heart and the A.
Yeah, I did notice that. Yeah, that was definitely a highlight of the finale for real. I was like, this is all right, yeah.
I figured you'd like that.
Yeah, it was good. It was solid.
Yeah, I like Flurry too. He's great.
Yeah, he is. I saw So I got spoiled. We'll talk about one of the big things I got spoiled about later. But I've been trying to stay off like Twitter these past like 6-ish months. But I've been on like Reddit and stuff like that. I got spoiled about a big thing that happened or that's revealed in the 6th episode.
Yeah, the thing everybody online is probably talking about.
Yeah. And we'll get to that later. But I saw a post where somebody called him Martian Manhunter. And I was like, you had to be fucking kidding me that this fucking got spoiled for me. And then as I was fishing out the last few episodes, I was like, so was that just bullshit or were they just deciding to randomly call him Martian Manhunter?
If Chuck Woody comes back and does not play Brainiac, I'd look at Martian Manhunter.
Yeah? I see, okay. I'm not sure who I would want for, as Martian Manhunter.
I do like him more as Brainiac, though. Like, I would 100%
Yes,
cast him as
agreed.
Brainiac.
Chuck Woody as Brainiac would kill. That'd be awesome. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
No, I just don't think Chuck Woody is who should return as Martian Manhunter.
Okay.
Honestly, you know what? Fucking keep it as Tim Meadows.
You
But
Tim
like,
Meadows?
well, because if it were to be Tim Meadows, and they were to reveal that this is Martian Manhunter, like it
That would
could
be
very
wild.
easily, yeah, it would be, but it could very easily be passed off as because like Flurry is not who Martian Manhunter is.
Right.
That's not at all the character, but like that, I feel like that would be like a good twist of like,
He doesn't understand Earth customs.
yeah, he doesn't. Well, one, he doesn't understand Earth customs. Two, he's playing a character.
Yeah.
He's not actually being himself.
True.
So like, I don't know, because I also like it lining up with I also really like it lining up with the one moment where Chris is imprisoned by Argus, and John logs him in the system, so they have to release Chris.
And Tim's
Otherwise,
like, you did the right thing.
yeah, and Tim, like just like straight face Flurry's actually being very genuine, like you did the right thing.
Yeah.
Like I agree with what you did. Like I think that's great. I feel like there are a lot of moments that could play into him being Martian Manhunter.
Okay.
Again, like I don't think that that's the case. I really don't. Like I
Yeah.
think that somebody was just bullshitting online.
Yeah, I
and
do too.
I had no idea. But I think that it would be a really interesting twist to be like, yeah, didn't you not see these moments where where it could be played off as if he knew what was happening.
Yeah.
Like he was playing into these other people's plans and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like I think that would be really interesting. But no, I thought that got fucking spoiled for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, you had to be shitting.
I think we can agree that the highlight this season, though, is John Cena's acting.
Yes, especially 7th episode.
Yeah.
7th episode was prime.
I said it, Paul said it, and then it got further backed up by the podcast. Anna Bio herself said it, that John deserves an Emmy for this season.
Yes, agreed.
And Anna Bio was actually nominated for an Oscar a few years ago for The Color Purple.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, like, her saying he needs an Emmy, yeah.
Yeah,
that gives a lot of credence with her being an Oscar nom.
Well, I mean, like he was fucking running laps around people the first season, in my opinion. Yeah. No, he was running a lot, especially
everybody's acting improved though.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Everybody was great this season.
Yeah.
I can't remember because I didn't rewatch season 1 before I did this, just because of the retcon and everything like that. I was like, I know, I remember what happened. You know,
almost everything is still canon except for obviously the League. Batmite's no longer canon.
No, I know. I just like I would rather leave it I wanted to leave it the imperfect memory.
Yeah.
That way, anything that was changed here, if it was beyond just the League being turned to the gang.
Green Arrow being a brony is no longer.
Yeah, I didn't want to go into it with the imperfect memory, quote unquote, being fresh.
Yeah.
That was just my approach to watching season 2. Also, I just didn't have the time to watch season 1.
I just found it interesting, like, especially watching along with the podcast, like, him saying what's canon, what's not. Matter Eater Lad's still canon.
Really?
Yeah, because they mentioned Matter Eater Lad in season 1.
Yeah.
So we might get Legion sometime.
I mean, I'm kind of expecting, because I think that we're gonna have a time travel thing
Yes, we are.
at some point, because not because of like certain characters being who they are.
Oh, like Supergirl.
Yeah, not because of anything like that, but because we were talking. I can't remember if we mentioned this on the podcast or not, or if it was personal. But you and I talked. Yeah, no, because it was after we rewatched Superman last week.
Yeah.
We were talking about how the opening credits to Superman, it says that 300 years ago was the first time that a metahuman was revealed to the earth and everything like that. I think that the way that we're going to find out who that is, if they don't just like randomly say it, we're actually going to see it because of time travel.
Yeah. And we had discussed the original Vigilante. We had discussed Jonah Hex.
Yeah.
Apache Chief.
Yeah.
Those were some of the names we threw out, just for context.
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
That's the most that I can really say about it without delving too deep into the theory.
I mean, technically, we already had Apache Chief in a way, and Wonder Woman. Was that supposed to be Apache Chief?
I don't know.
One of the guys teaming up with Wonder Woman, Steve Trevor in World War I, they called him Chief.
Okay.
Were they referencing Apache?
No,
Chief
they were probably just calling him Chief.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably all it was. It's been a minute since I watched the first Wonder Woman.
Because I know sometimes he's in the 1900s too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't know if they were like it was like a secret cameo type thing, like where it was kind of meant to be but not official.
I don't know. I mean, with how the DCEU was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it could have been.
No, it absolutely could have been. I don't know. I'd rather just assume that they were calling him Chief.
Yeah. I mean, look at the Jimmy Olsen bull crap. But
crypto bullshit too.
Yeah, that infuriated me.
That's stupid as hell. I'm so glad that Zack Snyder isn't in charge of the DC universe now.
Hashtag keep Snyder away from DC.
Unless it's for the Authority. I'm down for him returning for the Authority. But that aside, no.
You don't want him to Booster Gold?
No! Dude, I don't know what he would fucking do to fuck up Booster Gold. But he would absolutely nail fucking it up.
For Teen Titans? I mean, we technically already had that. Titans was essentially.
Yeah, basically, yeah. That's honestly why I was always just like, yeah, no, this ties into DCEU. I don't fucking care what they say. This ties into DCEU. It's the same fucking toad.
But yeah, everybody's like really struggling. Chris is, we get introduced to Rick Flag Sr., we got introduced to him in Creature Commandos. We get to see him as head of Argus in this now.
Yeah, as a prominent figure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's got a hard-on for finding out who killed his son.
I knew it was bullshit when he was like, this isn't about vengeance. Like, motherfucker.
It is about vengeance.
Like, you're literally one of your first fucking actions as head of Argus was looking into your son's death. Like, dog.
You weren't fooling anybody, man.
Yeah, I will say, I'm glad. First of all, he's a fucking player. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if he was just using Amelia or what. But, like, with what we see in Creature Commandos, and then
Sasha Bordeaux.
Yeah, and then Sasha in Peacemaker Season 2. Dude's a fucking player.
Shout out to Frank Grillo, though.
Absolutely, yes.
Marvel underutilized him for how incredible of an actor he is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And DC's used him in 3 for 3 now.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to Frank Grillo getting the respect he deserves.
I will say, he made a funny comment about production of Season 2, where he was like, yeah, I had a hard time getting into the mood to dance for the intro or something like that. He was like, because I'm such a serious actor. Part of me was like, motherfucker, you were in the Purge sequels. like, dude, you gotta be a little humble, you know.
I've still only seen the first 2.
I think I've seen all but the last one in the show.
The
Those-
show's good.
Yeah, I've heard good things about the show.
I really like the show.
I
And
need
it's
to check it out.
interesting because the show
Mm.
takes place all in one night on the first season,
Okay, yeah.
like the movie does.
Yeah.
So like you literally get the whole night because it's like 10 hours.
Okay.
So you're basically getting like real time almost.
That's dope.
Yeah, because I think it's 10 episodes an hour each.
Huh. Yeah, I need to watch it.
Yeah, it's really good. But yeah, we find out Amelia's really the screwed up one this season.
Yeah.
She's really struggling.
Well, I like it created an interesting parallel between her and Chris.
Yeah, a different dynamic. Yeah,
Well, like
because she kept saying in the first season how he's so screwed up.
yeah,
When
and now
it turns out she's even worse than he is.
well, it was no, because they're both to me they're both on the same level. It's just Chris is
Improving and she's declining.
well, not Chris is improving, but like Chris's stuff is also still like internalized
Yeah,
because just look at how he broke down.
Yeah.
Or the 7th episode.
yes.
He breaks down during the 7th episode. He starts screaming and crying about how everything he touches turns to shit, and about how he kills everyone that he loves, and all this other stuff. And it very much, I was like, this dialogue could easily fit in Amelia Harcourt's mouth.
Yeah.
Like you could tell me that she said these lines in another episode,
Mm-hmm.
and I would fully believe you.
Yes.
No, I think that because she also ends up talking to him about in the finale about how like they all sit down with Chris after something that happens. We're about to talk about it. After something happens, and then Chris is super down in the dumps, not wanting to do anything, like wanting to like take off and leave everyone in the dust. And then the 11th Street kids all surround him with love and support and everything. And Amelia's the last one. She's like, "You and I are on the same level. You and I are the same kind of fucked up."
Mm-hmm.
And it's super interesting. I really love that. That's where their characters went.
Yeah.
Uh,
We even got some character progression for Judo Master this season.
Yeah, I was surprised. Okay, do we want to go ahead and start getting into the last few episodes?
I
With
feel like
that
there's
big-
a little bit more we can talk about still.
Okay. Yeah, because like Judo Master, I think that
we
there's a
never got
big
into the
part of the reason why Judo Master changed.
Yeah. We never got into the fact that the whole catalyst for this season, Chris went to another dimension.
Yeah.
And he meets himself and kills himself. But he finds his father and his brother are still alive, and apparently they both love him.
Yeah. They're a happy family together.
So this whole season is this catalyst of, is the grass greener on the other side?
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of brought in by ads by episode, I want to say episode 5, that Chris thinks this is perfect on the other side. And ads is like, you may think it is, but God might have put you right where you need to be. It
Yeah.
might not be, it might look good over there, but in reality it might not be, which we do find out later it's not.
Yeah, it's definitely not a perfect
Yeah.
world.
And we kind of see that, and it's him realizing that, like, eventually realizing that I am where I need to be.
Yeah.
I'm here with the people that love me. And being, like, finally, while still dealing with that trauma, finally accepting this is who he is.
Mhm.
And these are his people. But, yeah, that was basically what I wanted to get into before we get into, like, the episode 6 and stuff.
Yeah, I Chris's journey here was very interesting.
Yes.
Because it was very much he's seeking acceptance and love in places that he, for whatever reason or not, he just doesn't seem to be able to find in his own universe.
Yeah, because Amelia will not, he keeps saying, like, do you love me? Did this mean anything? And she's just, like, blowing him off.
Yeah. It's super interesting because I like how the first season, it was very much a human against nature kind of story.
Yes.
That's kind of how I'd put it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, man versus man, but
Yeah.
man versus extraterrestrial life, you know. But this season, it took less of an outwards conflict and tried to focus it all inside.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
As more
like
of a philosophical, spiritual element in a
yeah,
way.
like the world was still going on around them, and they were still navigating it throughout the season and like interacting with these threats and stuff like that.
But it was about healing from the trauma.
Yeah, but like that wasn't the primary conflict. Yeah,
Right.
no, it was the internal struggle. It was man versus self.
Yes.
For almost every single character here.
Yes.
It was super interesting. I love that turn. I love I love stories that focus more on that, especially in a genre that is so just predominantly all action scenes, you
Yeah.
know? Like, I mean, that was one of the main things that made Peacemaker Season 1 was
Yeah.
just like the insane stuff that was happening.
Yeah.
But like this one, it dials it back on a lot of the action, but it really delivers elsewhere to the point where I really didn't care. Like, I really love the turn that Season 2 took. I love the internal struggle that was shown here versus the external that we normally see in superhero projects. It was super cool.
That's why I think I prefer Marvel over DC, because Marvel sticks to like a formula for the most part,
Mhm.
and DC takes the time to slow down, even like and just do deeper subjects, trauma, spiritual. Marvel keeps it at more of a surface level if they do discuss it,
Yeah, yeah.
and DC really gets into it, even if it's to the point where it becomes almost preachy in some ways. But they're not afraid to go there if the character needs to go there.
Yeah.
If it means slowing down on the action to where it's almost non-existent for a few episodes, they will.
Yeah, and I super appreciate that.
Yeah.
I think that's amazing. Oh, I see. I never once had a fucking doubt about James Gunn and
Nope.
DC, not once. And it's just 3 for 3. He's proven me right. There's nothing for me to really worry about it.
It hasn't been announced yet, but you know what I'm really looking forward to?
Hmm.
Seeing when they introduce Vic Sage, seeing the struggles with paranoia that they do mental health wise.
Okay, yeah.
Because that's going to be very interesting how they bring that to a screen. Because obviously, most of his stuff comes from paranoia.
Mm.
So it'll be interesting to see how that works out and how they represent that on screen.
Yeah, I think that they're going to do a good job with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Because you know the question's the character they're going to bring in eventually.
Yeah.
James Gunn is 100% bringing the question in.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm excited for it. I think it'll be really interesting.
Yeah.
I really like, like I said, it's cool that they're stepping outside what the genre has become known for.
Yes.
In an attempt to become more human.
Yes.
And you're absolutely right. Marvel just doesn't really do that. Like there's some deeper character moments for sure.
Like they've touched on Iron Man's alcoholism a little bit.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like they mostly keep it surface level and try not to go too deep. I feel like they're almost afraid to go deeper because they don't want to take away from the fun factor.
Yeah, they want to keep it a spectacle.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree. No, I love that DC is pivoting away from that approach.
Yeah.
That's the best thing that I think that DC could have done outside of how James Gunn and Peter Safran have already made it so that the universe feels lived in.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's really cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, we should probably get to episode 6. The grass is not greener.
No, it's on fire, honestly.
So it's towards the end of the episode. Peacemaker decides he's going to go live in the other dimension.
Mm.
He essentially leaves a suicide note. Essentially,
Yeah, basically, yeah.
At the end of episode 5, adds Vigilante. And that's where we see Vigilante have a real character moment.
Yeah.
Vigilante actually breaks down crying because Peacemaker left, and he leans on
Adebayo.
Yeah. So that's a real character moment for Vigilante. That's his biggest moment yet.
Yeah, that scene was heartbreaking.
It was. I cried. But they all go over there, including Amelia. She's like, "Let's just go get our friend back."
Yeah.
So they go over there, and they get to the moment towards the end of episode 6, and it starts with, I'll add in the part that was cut, but um, she's like, "Have you noticed there's no people of color here?" And he's like, "What? No." And then,
How did you not notice a copy of Mein Kampf on every desk here?
yeah, and then I don't remember if this was actually in the episode or if this was the part that was cut. What about the effing painting of Hitler on
Yeah,
the wall?
the and the mural where he's like, "How did I not notice that?"
And then the episode ends with them looking at a flag, and instead of the stars, it's a swastika.
Yeah.
They are on Earth X.
I will say I started catching up yesterday.
Yeah,
I'd only watched the first 2 episodes.
yeah,
I did get spoiled about it being Earth X
yeah.
a few weeks ago. But before I got spoiled about it, looking at the other universe, I really was like, there's not a whole lot of people of color in this neighborhood, is there?
So
I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
we got a cameo from Lex Luthor in that episode,
Yeah.
and apparently Dr. Phosphorus is taking it up the backside from Killer Croc.
Well, it might be Killer Croc. Like I said, we were talking about this a little bit before the podcast started. I'm not totally sure that's Killer Croc. I know a lot of people are saying it, but
Yeah, a lot of people are. Yeah,
there's some dragon type creatures in DC universe.
yeah,
Somebody being described as dragon scale with it being by Lex Luthor.
yeah.
I think that he would call it a walking alligator.
True, but
before
it was
anything
Dr.
else.
Phosphorus.
Yeah, no,
A
I
glowing
believe it's
skeleton,
Dr.
yeah.
Phosphorus. Yeah.
Um, King to hear Lex Luthor say butt effing. I was just not expecting it. But then again, we get Aquaman dropping F-bombs in season 1, so
That's true. That's true.
and then we get a lot of Superman cast.
Hmm?
What's his name? Happerson. Stevie Blackheart's character.
So yeah,
The guy with the mustache.
yeah.
We get Otis back.
Hmm.
But as most people know, James Gunn is a music nut.
Yeah.
Most songs he picks, everybody's like, even if they don't agree with it, they're like, I'm not saying anything. You know what's right. I'm staying out of it. I guess the song when Ads was running down the road, the Nazi reveal song, where they're chasing her.
I don't remember it.
Well, apparently
that wasn't my focus on that.
Yeah, I know.
Scene.
This was from the podcast. Apparently, some people actually came up to him and were like, "We don't think this song works." So he did try out a bunch of other songs, and he eventually went back to the same song. He's like, "No, this is the right one." But one of the songs he actually was considering that he played over it because I'm assuming he just like added the song over the scene.
Yeah.
And went back over it to see how it played through the scene. One of the songs was Brutal Planet by Alice Cooper that he tried. And I thought it would be interesting to I kind of want to like play it over. Like look this like watch the scene over and play that song over just to see how it will go.
Okay.
Because I think the lyrics, especially towards some of the lyrics in the song would be really interesting. The chorus is, "It's such a brutal planet, it's such an ugly world. Why won't you come down to? This world is perfection, just like paradise, a truly grand creation. From up here, it looks so nice. It's such a brutal planet, it's such a living hell. It was a holy garden, that's right where Adam fell. It's where the bite was taken. It's where we chose to sin. It's where we first were naked. This is where death begins."
Shit.
Or the final part, which I think is what they'd use. Right here we stoned the prophets, build idols out of mud. Right here we fed the lions, Christian flesh and Christian blood. Down here is where we hung him upon an ugly cross. Over there we fill the ovens. Right here the Holocaust.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I feel like they would have used that over that scene, and that I can't imagine how that would play over. Like, I'm really curious. I want to play that over just to see how it.
It'd be really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The part where it brings up the Holocaust as she's running, it's like, oh.
I just the
James Gunn's music choices are impeccable.
Yeah, absolutely. I that reveal was just fucking wild.
It was.
I I mean I had it spoiled for me before I actually got to that episode. And I kind of noticed that something was a little off.
I
but
never noticed until they spelled it out for me.
No, like legit. I was just like, there's a lot of white people around here. I was like, why am I not seeing like anything else?
Yeah.
But
Apparently, he ran the scene by Anna Bio before they actually filmed it. Like, make sure she was okay with everything.
right, because Keith, right?
Yeah,
Is
Keith.
his brother? Yeah, Keith hopping out of the truck and just going, "A black escaped." That's definitely something that needs to be run by the black woman in the scene.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like
Yeah.
that's no, I'm glad to hear that. That's really cool.
Yeah. But yeah, it got crazy these last few episodes.
It did. The I think that it's crazy that Chris and Nazi Keith are in virtually the same boat on two different realities now.
Yeah.
Where Keith just lost both his brother and his father. Meanwhile, in Chris's universe, he lost both his brother and his father.
Yeah.
Like that's
And it caused his new arch enemy to have the same origin story as him, and it's his own brother.
yeah.
Keith is going to be his new arch enemy if they go forward. I feel.
No, okay. I have. We'll talk about theories about the future of Peacemaker
Later,
in a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But want to talk about that finale? Because I have a lot of theories about the return of Earth X.
Well, we still got episode 7, and then the finale.
That's still Earth X.
Wait,
right?
Yeah, Earth X was 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it ends with the shit with Judo Master was interesting.
Yeah.
Because Judo Master, as we know, he was a rotten piece of shit the fucking first season, and he spent most of season 2 being a piece of shit as well.
Yeah.
But I think that it's interesting the team up between him and Adebayo.
Yes.
And like the fact that what really united them, I feel, is the fact that they were both people of color being hunted down by Nazis.
Yeah.
That was interesting for his character development.
Yeah. I like the part.
Because I mean, that's where he took a turn. That's
Yeah.
Up until that point, he'd just been a piece of shit.
I like the conversation about the frying him in the pool, and he's like, "That's the most people I've fried in a pool before." And she's like, "How many was before?" 4.
Yeah, just something matter of the fact 4.
But yeah, we get an interesting moment also in episode 7.
Huh?
Before, obviously, we just said Keith loses Chris and his father.
Mm.
We find out that Augie's actually a pretty decent person to an extent on Earth X.
Yeah.
And he delivers one of probably my favorite line of dialogue all year.
One of the most interesting pieces in superhero media in general, in my opinion.
I fight the madmen, murderers, and monsters in front of me because that's all I can control. And at the end of the day, when I stand in judgment before God, I hope he knows that I did the best that I could and left this world a better place than when I came. It's powerful because, like, we can only do the best we can.
Mm.
And, like, no matter what you do, like, you can't change the world on your own. You can only do the best you can do.
Mm.
And that applies to every aspect of life. You can only do the best to your ability with, like, your job, your family. Like, you got to try to strive to be the best, but, like, you can only be the best you can be.
Yeah.
And try to leave the world a better place. Like, that's all you can do.
I think that it's interesting because oh no, it's an interesting parallel with Superman.
Yes.
Because at one point he talks to Amelia during all of this, around that monologue.
Yeah.
And she's like, she, because it starts with her calling him a Nazi. He's like, don't call me that. She's like, well, I mean, the shoe fits.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I'm sorry. If you fight for every single injustice back on your planet, and then I applaud you for that. And that's what gets him into his monologue.
Yeah.
And it's just an interesting parallel with Superman, where they both are in this position where they can do something more than themselves, more than more than the person that lives next door to them.
Yes.
They can do more than that. Superman does take that extra step,
Yes.
but Augie doesn't.
Right.
And I just think it's kind of interesting because, like,
I feel like that's also the environment, though, because like Superman, like
Superman's not a fucking thing on Earth X. There's no way.
Right.
That dude's in a camp minimum.
yeah, but like not only that, like Augie was raised in this environment, so he probably feels a natural sense of defeat, and he's got to rise above that.
Yeah.
Superman was raised by his parents to be the best he could be.
Well,
So it was instilled from him as a child to do the right thing.
yeah, but there's still that knowledge of doing the right thing. There's
Right.
still that.
Yes.
There's still that knowledge of not everything's perfect. Not there are a lot of people that are suffering from stuff like that.
Yeah.
Superman taking that extra step,
Yes.
as we see in Superman.
That's what makes Superman the hero, though, and
Well, like, Augie is supposed to be a hero,
yeah.
and I like the difference between Earth X Augie and Season 1 Augie,
Yes.
because Season 1 Augie is obviously a massive piece of shit.
Yes.
Like, he's a racist asshole. But we hear him talking. We hear him mention Earth X Augie. We hear him bring up the White Dragon of Season 1.
And
where
he's like,
where
this is a horrible guy.
Yeah, he was like, that man came from a place of darkness and was evil to his core. And talking about him like that, and it's like, I don't. It's not like I don't think that Augie is a bad guy, at least on Earth X. He does seem like a good guy. Like, it's a victim of kind of. Yeah, there's like circumstances where he doesn't want to push through that.
Yeah.
Which I mean,
he thinks it, but he doesn't act on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that it's really interesting. Just the two, because we've actually seen in the DCU so far, we've actually seen somebody step up above the rest and do something that's not only beyond themselves, but beyond the people that are immediately surrounding them.
Yeah.
And it's, I don't know, it's super interesting because it's
the morality of each character. Like, the DC's just so does that so well.
Yes, absolutely.
Like the moral questions and stuff.
I like Earth X Augie.
Yeah, I do.
Like, I mean, major step up from the racist piece of shit Season 1. The abusive asshole father, you know, but like.
Well, even outside of being a racist, he is a straight up Nazi on Season 1.
Yeah, no, he's.
Like, racist is bad enough, but Nazi's the next level up.
I just, it's super.
And I'm glad we got Robert Patrick in a good role, because I love Robert Patrick.
Yeah, he's a solid actor for sure.
Yeah.
I agreed. I think I haven't seen him in a whole lot of stuff where he's a good guy, but you can see how he's trying to be a good guy in Season 2.
That movie I told you about, The Road Within, where he plays the dad.
Oh yeah,
it's some of his best acting, I feel.
Oh,
and
okay.
it's the same thing. It's essentially, not to the extreme Peacemaker is, but it's essentially going from crap to better through the movie.
Oh,
So,
okay.
The Augie revolution, just here instead of here.
It's a little more contained. Yeah, I get you.
Just being not the best father compared to.
Oh, dude. I thought the interesting to Augie, the change to Augie was interesting. I also like it's the way that they describe Earth X Peacemaker is that he's still who Chris was in the first season.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's just Because it's like a night and day switch between season 1 and season 2
Yes.
regarding Chris.
Yes.
Like he is so, he is so wildly different and more developed at this point of
Yes.
time in season 2. So like it's got to be interesting for him to be on Earth X, knowing that like just a couple weeks before, everybody knew him as this huge sack of shit that knew him.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's interesting. I think that created. I mean, it's an interesting conflict for Chris in general.
Yes.
Because again, harkening back to the 11th Street kids talking to Chris after Earth X, Adebayo says, what was it? He brings up how he kills everybody around him.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why he wants to run away.
Yeah.
And when Adebayo's talking to him, she brings up his own, or the conflict that he's sure to have about having fled to Earth X in the first place.
Yeah.
She's like, you knew that you shouldn't have done that. She's like, you may be stupid, but you knew that you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
And just like, oh, it was interesting. Again, like I really love them breaking out of the superhero genre to face this kind of stuff. Like I think that the closest that Marvel's really gotten to the internal conflict level of internal conflict shown
Daredevil?
in season 2, Thunderbolts.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's the closest
of the Disney stuff. Yeah. I feel like Thunderbolts is the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Daredevil, I was referring to season 1 through 3, but yeah.
Well,
that's not Marvel though. That's Netflix.
Well, they still focused a lot on like the action and stuff in Daredevil.
Yeah.
Thunderbolts definitely had some action scenes.
Yeah.
But a lot of it was just the characters themselves.
Right. It was
a lot
the
of
character development.
Yeah. That's kind of what I'm talking about. Like, I don't need constant spectacles in the genre. Like Thunderbolts was amazing.
Thunderbolts felt like an indie film.
Yeah, straight up. No, it was so different from like everything else we've gotten while still fitting with what we've gotten.
Yeah.
And I think that the MCU really needs to make that shift.
Yeah.
Because DC, if they don't and DC keeps doing this, DC's gonna put the fucking nails in the coffin. For the MCU.
Because the MCU is very formulaic.
Yes, unfortunately.
People say that it is true. A lot of, especially post Guardians and especially post Endgame, it's very across the board, like very similar in tone and everything.
Oh yeah, no. Before I say before Shang-Chi and before Thunderbolts, the last like different MCU movie was Ant-Man.
Yeah,
like that was the last one.
Yeah. Everything else felt very similar.
Yes, yeah, it was absolutely formulaic, and the fact that there were people that were like, "No, it's not." Listen, we've been here since day one of the MCU. Like it's formulaic after a certain point. Like the Winter Soldier was the start of it.
Yeah.
Not dogging on the Winter Soldier, but the Winter Soldier was the start of it. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No, I think that the MCU needs to make that pivot. I would definitely appreciate it more. But
because even like the TV shows and stuff, the stuff that should be that they're saying is more adult still kind of fits that tone.
Yeah.
Actually, I would say Echo is more different than Daredevil. Daredevil seemed to fit more. Born Again seemed to fit more with the rest of the MCU than Echo did.
Agreed.
Echo did feel like a tonal shift.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, because it was a lot more her reflection of her personal ties and everything. Yeah.
But even Born Again is easily the weakest of the Daredevil seasons.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah. Yeah.
We'll see
as much as I'm not a big fan of season 3. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how season 2 goes.
I think that season 2 is going to be a lot better.
Yeah, I do too. Because
I'm
part of
looking
Born Again, as we said in the episode, go watch our Daredevil episode.
Yeah, go check out our review.
As we said, was the different writers because they mixed-matched 2 seasons.
Yeah, they didn't know what the hell they were doing. Yeah. They switched it up like halfway through. Yeah.
Yeah, but like we got a lot to talk about this finale. It's going to play a big part going forward.
Oh, without a fucking doubt.
Because people, including Paul, are upset that we're probably not getting season 3 anytime soon. But it's going to play very much forward. Salvation, the prison planet, is even. It sounds like it's going to play a part in Lanterns even. Like it's going to be a big part going forward. Like
Okay.
Superman 2, Lanterns, everything. I don't know. We get introduced to Checkmate.
Yes, which is
I don't
awesome.
know. I don't know how big of a part that's going to play right now.
Right.
It shouldn't make that much of a difference in Lanterns.
I wouldn't see it, no.
But I feel like we've got time for one more project next year that they haven't announced.
Mm.
Which, during the podcast, James Gunn said there is an unannounced project. I'm assuming he meant next year. Because he said there's a secret project that'll be announced soon during the podcast. So, we got Lanterns beginning of the year, Supergirl July, Clayface September. It makes sense for another TV show if they want 2 movies and 2 TV shows a year to drop another TV show in November or December.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm guessing it's either the Checkmate show or Booster Gold.
I'm expecting Booster Gold.
That's what I'm thinking
just
too.
Because it's been.
And he said about, because he was doing fan questions on the podcast, and someone had asked him, what's the biggest expense for doing something like this? And he said, it's the costumes. As I was discussing with someone else for this unannounced project.
Mm.
So Booster Gold's costume would be expensive.
Yeah, agreed.
So that makes me think it's Booster Gold.
Yeah. Well,
but I do feel like Checkmate's going to be rushed too. I don't know if we're getting it, because I think we're going to end up getting it before the Amanda Waller project now. I think they're going to kind of rush Checkmate.
Do you really think that we're going to get a Checkmate show?
Unless they're just going to be part of the Amanda Waller project. Because they announced the Amanda Waller show.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to get a Checkmate at least one season instead of Peacemaker season 3.
I see them being a somewhat important part of the storytelling structure. I just don't see them actually having a show about Checkmate.
Okay.
I think that it's going to be more playing into season 3 of Peacemaker whenever we get it, which I could see us getting it in 2 years.
I don't even know what Checkmate's completely about. If I understand that right, they're similar to Argus.
They're like a spy organization. They're kind of Illuminati-ish.
Okay.
It's.
Yeah, I don't know much about Checkmate.
I think that there's some official capacity to them.
I know, like Green Arrow's been part of it. Lois Lane's been part of it.
Yeah, it's kind of like an underground kind of thing. Like maximum, it's shadow ops, or minimum, it's shadow ops. Max, it's like full blown like conspiracy kind of level.
So that would make sense that the question was part of it.
It would. Yeah.
Because I saw that on Wikipedia. I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, because they're definitely like a operating from the shadows kind of deal.
Okay, yeah. Then it's weird that they have a building with their name on it.
Yeah, right? I was like, just fucking advertising. All right. I mean, hell yeah, go leave, but shit.
But yeah, we find out they're going through all these doorways in the quantum unfolding chamber. And the reason they're going through all these doorways is Rick Flag is looking for a planet to hold all the metahumans, like an illegal prison.
Yeah.
And he decides to test it out on Peacemaker.
Yeah.
And that's how the season ends.
Dude, when it ended like that, I was like, no fucking wonder Paul's flipping his shit on social media.
Yes.
With how much he is not looking forward to Beyond because of the fucking cliffhanger from Across. Yeah. I was like, this must have fucking killed him.
And then when James Gunn said there's no season 3 planned right now. Part of it, though, I can give Paul credit for. Because that's the one thing Marvel and DC have, like we said, they have a difference. But like Marvel plays it safe, and they try to make everybody feel like they can understand. James Gunn says, this comes from the comics. You're going to need to know at least some of the comics in order to understand this.
Yeah.
So he can drop a big cliffhanger while people that read comics won't understand like the significance of like Checkmate and stuff. The average person's going to be like, what just happened?
Dude, what a fucking wild way to go off with season 2. Because
it's not what I was expecting in the slightest.
No, okay, no, like the. I should have expected something like this to happen, Going into the final episode, I was like, how are they going to end this?
Yeah.
I was like, because like Earth X felt like it was going to be the end.
Yeah. I thought it was gonna have. I knew the doorways would have something to do with it. I just didn't know what.
Mm.
I thought that world with a spider from the horror comic was gonna be like a bigger part
Oh,
with the skull spiders.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because that was actually the comic cover of like a pre-code comic. It was like a Halloween special.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
Yeah, I didn't know about it till Instagram told me.
that.
But that was like a pre-code, like one-off issue. So that shows how deep James is reaching with his comic references.
Yeah. Have we gotten that Candyland universe anywhere?
I don't know.
Yeah, because that was
Those
kind of
little imps were
wild,
brutal.
dude. I thought it was definitely really interesting. As soon as they entered, I was like, holy shit. I was like, I wonder if they're gonna have to go through Gumdrop Pass. No, those little imps. I was like, the scuttling through the grass. I was like, this ain't good.
No, it
I was
wasn't.
like, this isn't gonna end. This isn't gonna be a good thing. Dude, I will say I'm glad that they did. I didn't continue watching the end of the episodes for the sneak peek into the production or anything like that until the finale. Just because I was trying to get in as many episodes as I could.
Yeah.
But I think it's really cool that some of the imps were real, or quote unquote real. That they were actual physical objects on set.
Yeah.
Like my favorite moment with the imps was when Amelia is over what's his face's body, and she pulls one of the imp's bodies from its head.
Yeah.
And you see like the viscera between
Yeah.
the two pieces. I was like, that's disgusting.
It is.
It's probably Nerd's rope.
That's something else we could give DC a reference. Even when Marvel goes adult, they don't go that adult.
Agreed. Yeah.
Peacemaker is adult.
Yes. Marvel is too afraid of alienating the family audience to do anything like super serious. No,
the worst thing Marvel has done was, in terms of like Disney Marvel, there was a lot of language in Deadpool, which kids are going to hear that anyway probably.
I feel
and then the scene with Kingpin and Daredevil, where he like crushes the guy's skull.
Oh yeah.
Those are like the only two things that were really.
I don't know. I've got hope that Marvel's changing their tune on stuff. Like the fact that Deadpool and Wolverine was R-rated, you know, like I've got some faith that they're going to change their tune when it comes to the rating of future projects and what stuff is inside them.
Yeah.
I hope that they don't try to be like, oh well, maybe like one project every 5 years can be something crazy,
right?
Because it's like, dude, one project every 5 years is like 1 in 20 with you.
Yeah.
Like that's not enough.
Right.
Like you need to have a little more diversity. But we already talked about that.
Yeah. It's a wild season.
It was.
I never knew how much I needed the ballad version of "We're Not Gonna Take It" until I see this episode.
Right?
That was really good.
That was solid.
Yeah.
I was super happy with that. It took me a second to process that's what it was.
Yeah.
That was lovely. I really like the isolated vocals along with just the piano track. That was super cool.
And I will also say we haven't had the podcast as much in the last few weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks since the show started. But there's been stuff going on internally with the podcast.
Yeah.
But I didn't like the opening dance as much this season when I first initially watched it. That song has been such a blessing this last 6 weeks.
Yeah.
With the chorus. I've had some rough effing years.
Yeah.
Like I've listened to that song over and over with everything going on.
I get you.
And it's
Well,
James knows how to pick his music.
I think it's low key kind of interesting. Just not to get off topic, but it's kind of still on top with the intro. They added Peacemaker to Fortnite.
Yeah,
and we already talked about this, but They added Peacemaker to Fortnite, and part of his bundle was the dance for the season 2 intro,
Yes.
and they changed it. Like they revoked it after the season 6 episode. Because they're like, we don't want to put Nazi stuff in our game. Meanwhile, you have, I'll say alleged, but you have alleged pedophile Jared Leto in it in your game. Like that's wild.
Oh, they had Tron do it.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
added Ares. Yeah, it's like that's fucking what. They changed the emote dance too, so he doesn't do like any hard angles with his arms.
Yeah.
It's like that's stupid. Like, come on, he wasn't actually making a fucking swastika, because they didn't change a whole lot of the dance.
Right.
Like that was what the season 1 dance was.
Right.
Aside from John's independent moves with Amelia.
Yeah.
And the way that it ends there at the end. The collective group.
Yeah.
Like, other than that, nothing really changed about the dance moves of season 2.
Walmart has the Ares soundtrack.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about buying it.
Oh yeah. I can see you doing that.
Yeah, I think it'll be really cool.
Being 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah. I actually, because I found it when I was looking for Twenty One Pilots album. I can't remember the name.
Breach?
Yeah, I was looking for Breach the other day, but they were sold out.
Understandable.
Yeah, I was gonna buy the CD of it.
It's my favorite album that they put out so far, but
Yeah.
I do. No, season 2 was solid.
Yeah.
I was super happy with it. What are your theories going forward?
Well, obviously the prison plan's gonna play a huge part.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chris will eventually get out of there. I feel like we might even see him in Lanterns, or maybe even in Superman, as the prison plan's playing a part. Like, someone might get thrown in there and run into Chris.
Okay.
I feel like Economos is going to. I feel like Economos could show up in a lot. In
Yeah,
terms of like his position as like an IT type feel. I feel like
we're gonna call him a specialist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Economos is going to be in a lot of projects. I really don't know what's going to happen next with specifically with these characters, because I feel like Checkmate's going to have appearances, but I don't really know like what they're going to be doing.
Yeah, I definitely think that Adebayo is gonna be appearing a little more often.
Yeah.
Now, in other projects too. Because I'm not entirely sure where they're going to be with them starting out at least. Like, they aren't what Checkmate is known for yet.
Since Suicide Squad 16 is basically not canon anymore.
I mean, I wouldn't say that's not canon. They reference Juno, Enchantress.
June, yeah.
June. Sorry.
Most of it's probably not canon though, or the post-credit scene is not canon.
Yeah, agreed.
I think Adebayo is going to be the liaison between the government and Batman if they figure out who Batman is. Since Adebayo works with heroes.
Yeah.
I feel like Checkmate's going to kind of like intercede if the government tries to put a handle on Batman. If Checkmate is working in any official kind of government capacity, I feel like she's going to be like the liaison. Checkmate's going to be the liaison between heroes breaking laws and the government. I feel like Checkmate's going to kind of like step between.
Yeah, be like a mediator of some sort. Yeah, I get you.
Argus is going to be intent on locking metahumans up, and Checkmate's going to be kind of like the buffer between.
Yeah, I can see that. I think with that, we're gonna have. I don't think this is the last that we've seen of Earth X.
No,
I mean, obviously Keith is. They even said it in Piece by Piece. This is the supervillain origin, basically. of Keith.
Yeah.
And
what if the black hole Bizarro got sucked into, drags him to Earth X?
that would be really interesting. But I mean, that also creates this conflict between Earth X and Bizarro.
Yeah.
Because, like I mentioned earlier, there's no way Superman isn't at minimum in a camp on
Right,
Earth
true.
X, if not actually like dead or something like that.
Yeah, true.
Just because he's a fucking alien. Like,
Right. Well, on Arrowverse, Supergirl was a Nazi.
Yeah, but they said that everybody different, and like Superman wasn't there in Metropolis to fight the kaiju
Right.
because it's the same kaiju from Superman.
True. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that was one of the main pieces for me being like, I don't think Superman's here.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that. Yeah, because why would it be the top trio going to Metropolis to save the day if they had some other
Right.
superpowered people over there?
Batman definitely exists.
Oh yeah, Batman for sure exists. He
Batman's probably thriving.
Yeah, he helps the fascist empire for sure.
Yeah.
He's for sure a piece of shit. His parents probably didn't fucking die or some shit. He just grew up super spoiled and racist and bigoted. But no, I don't think it's the last time that we've seen Earth X. I don't know when we might see a return from Earth X. It might not be until we get a possible season 3.
I feel like Sinestro is going to be put in the prison planet, possibly.
Yeah,
And they'll find a way to make it so it's any other prison where they escape from it. But
yeah, because we're gonna have a like breakout project.
yeah,
If they don't take care of Salvation within the next few projects, that would make sense.
yeah, because it's not going to be an end all be all prison. Eventually, they're going to figure out how to escape from it.
Yeah. Eventually, something's going to happen to where everybody's released. Absolutely. Yeah. I think that it's hard to speculate about Salvation right now.
Yeah, because we know so little.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get enough information in Lanterns to speculate.
I definitely think Checkmate's going to help get Peacemaker out.
Yes.
Without a doubt. And that's why I think that a lot of season 3 will be if we get a season 3. Because I don't see him showing up before then unless they take care of Salvation and other projects.
Right. Which it sounds like it's going to play a major part in Superman.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely could.
Could Brainiac have come from the other dimension?
What?
Salvation's just another dimension.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Could Brainiac have came from that universe? Because everybody is assuming we're getting Brainiac for
the big bad, the Thanos of this first.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What if Brainiac lets everybody loose from Salvation?
I don't know, because that's such a long plan. Brainiac is a long play. I think that both Saffron and Gunn know that.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a long play. You can't rush it. I don't think that they're going to keep Peacemaker out of the fold for too long with how popular the character has become in mainstream media. Yeah.
He's as popular as like Wednesday and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know, because I think that I think attaching Brainiac to Salvation would be too much. It would be doing a little too much with the story and making it a little more convoluted than it already will be.
Okay, fair.
So I think that Brainiac will still be from the main DCU.
Yeah.
I don't know. It would be interesting.
Yeah.
No, I think that the Superman clone becomes Bizarro after falling into the black hole.
Yeah,
yeah.
Definitely.
I subscribe to that theory.
Yes.
So that's definitely a bounce back, and it led me to wondering if the black hole that we saw in the finale, in that one random universe, is the same universe from that Lex opened a doorway to.
Yeah.
I've been wondering that, at least since I saw that. But that would mean that there's almost a complete absence in that universe now.
Yes.
which is crazy.
Yes. There's so much speculation because we really don't know what's going on now.
Mm.
It's all speculation. Like, we can only imagine so far because we don't really have the pieces right now.
Yeah, pieces. I Yeah, it's really difficult. Yeah, we don't have enough to really form solid theories about. Because I mean, we can ground it in comic lore all we want,
Right.
but at the end of the day, they're still going to be changing stuff,
Yeah.
regardless of the respect to the source material that Gun for sure has.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a whole lot of quotes from Saffron.
Yeah.
About it.
Lanterns and Supergirl will hopefully give us a better picture going forward.
Yes.
Clayface is going to be pretty self-contained. I feel like it's not going to.
Yeah, there's no way that that's going to pertain to the multiverse storyline.
No, that's going to be just a small horror story in Gotham.
Yeah, which it's going to be cool as hell.
Mike Flanagan.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. It's Flanagan doing superhero horror is. Oh, I can't wait.
And freaking Zach Kreger wants to do it now too.
Wait, really?
The dude who did Barbarian and Weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has an idea. He wants to pitch James Gunn about a story set in Gotham.
I need it. I need it. It's.
Keep hiring these horror people to do like Batman-esque stories.
Yeah, please. That's so cool. It's such an interesting creative decision. Like it's better than like taking somebody that is in a known for a wildly different genre and like forcing them into superheroes.
Well, it was cool seeing like James Wan do Aquaman.
It was.
Yeah, that was cool.
But I mean, one of the best scenes out of the first Aquaman was the trench scene. Yeah.
What James Gunn's known for.
Yeah.
I'm still standing by my fan cast of either Glenn Powell or Chris Pratt for Booster Gold. I still think both of those are definite possibilities.
Yeah. Those are the two front runners, I feel.
And Chris Pratt has the history with Gunn.
Yeah. So he's more likely.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would kind of prefer to see Chris Pratt in a different role.
Yeah.
Just because of like all the similar characters that he plays. I mean, Electric State, Guardians, Tomorrow War to an extent.
Yeah.
He just plays, including Owen Grady from Jurassic.
Yeah, he just plays the goofball really.
Yeah, he's this sarcastic flyball kind of guy. Like it's.
We almost forgot to mention. You might not even know this.
Hmm.
We almost had a DCU MCU crossover.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
Deadpool almost showed up in the finale.
Yeah, it would have been crazy.
It would have been when they were going through the doorways.
Yeah.
So, oops, wrong universe.
Meanwhile, Deadpool's just like in the tub or something like that. Like he's got like a soap mustache across his mask.
A soap Santa beard.
Yeah.
And he's just sitting there playing with himself.
Yeah, he's got like a Colossus ducky and a ducky of himself. It's like fight, kiss.
Yeah, that's exactly. Gunn, you know you want that for season 3. Just give us credit.
Well, I mean, both Feige and Gunn have been like, hey, let's not rule out a DC versus Marvel crossover. Let's not rule it out. They both said it.
Punisher meeting Vigilante.
What are you going on about, Blue? Why is this ski mask, dude?
Yeah, I thought this was a really solid season.
Yeah, I loved it. I think that was great. I think
I do prefer it more than the first season, actually.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. I definitely preferred it because of the pivot that they made regarding the conflict that we brought up earlier. I definitely prefer it in that way. I just feel like this continued the momentum of the first season pretty well.
Yeah.
Not only that, but I feel like it integrated the new lore super well. Super well.
Right.
Yeah, it was really solid. Not that I had any doubts about it, but no, it was solid. I was a big fan of it.
Yeah.
I will say I'm bummed out that we were wrong about the possibility of Batman being a cameo in it.
I
But
know.
I mean that was kind of far fetched anyway.
I figure I'll read this. John's been having personal issues,
Yes.
so he
yes.
wanted me to read his thoughts.
Yeah, go ahead.
He takes what I loved about James Gunn takes what I loved about season 1 for me and made it better. Gunn once again does an excellent job by coming up with great ideas for storytelling. I love the idea of Peacemaker going to a different dimension. Sometimes it's hard to let go of the past. It has tons of awesome action and very funny humor. Also, I felt the acting got even better with excellent chemistry between the characters, which we didn't talk about the chemistry.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially the new ones. John Cena's Dynamite. I always wanted to say that. Overall, I can't wait to see what they do with his character next. As for the finale, people are overreacting when they say it was horribly placed, and now people are worried about the future of the DCU. I also heard that they're not sure that they should trust James Gunn. Okay, two things. One, people need to calm down. Two, I thought it was a great finale. For me, there are better episodes than this one, but this one got me more excited for what's going to happen in the future. Oh, and one more thing. Can they stop comparing it to Across the Spider-Verse's ending? It's really getting annoying. See you guys soon.
Dig it, Paul.
Roasted.
Boom. You look
But yeah, we didn't really talk about the chemistry. Amelia and Peacemaker develop a great chemistry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Episode 6, their chemistry is on fire.
Well, I mean, the entire group, their chemistry is on a different level than what the first season was.
Yeah.
They're so well rounded. They're so much more cohesive
Yeah.
instead of conflicting with and rubbing elbows with one another.
Yeah. I feel like the only other show where the chemistry was this good for DC was Doom Patrol.
Yeah, agreed. Absolutely.
Because that's one of DC's biggest problems, especially with shows, is chemistry.
Yeah.
Let's face it, Arrow and Flash did not have good chemistry. And we don't even discuss Batwoman and Gotham Knights.
I keep forgetting the Gotham Knights existed, man.
I did put a post up on our Instagram page. I kind of want to do a look back at Black Lightning next year, because that was one of the better DC shows.
Yeah, yeah.
And maybe Legends. I feel like Legends would be a fun look back episode.
Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah.
And it's 10 years old next year.
Oh my god.
Freaking Arrow's 13 this year. Smallville's going to be 25 next year.
Stop. Stop.
My heart can't take much more of this.
I feel like I'm getting older by the second. Don't remind me.
You know what's really crazy? Fast forward to March. Out of all my best friends that I'm still friends with, Robbie and Anna and I will be 5 years.
Yeah.
Paul will be 10 years. My friend Raven will be 16 years. My friend Audra and I have been friends for 25 years.
Jesus. Man, I'm lucky to have any friendships that are more than 3.
Pretty soon, John and I will be your oldest friends.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, I have one friend that's 20 years.
Yeah.
But we were not in contact for 10. So.
Yeah. Overall, this was a great season.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd say 4.5 out of 5.
4.25 for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like there were little things I would have done different.
Yeah, because I will say the pacing was a little weird with the finale.
Yeah, it definitely was.
But I think that was just for the abrupt shock factor of this is it. This is the end of the season.
Yeah, it was.
Have fucking fun with this cliffhanger.
Yeah, I feel like it ended too abruptly.
Yeah, because that was one of my things. I was like, how the fuck are they gonna?
Yeah.
End this. It feels like there should be another episode somewhere in here.
You should at least know where it's going.
Yeah,
and
it just takes.
You don't know where you're going. It just dead center just walks off a cliff.
It's like you get T-boned.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just you get T-boned and then force off the fucking cliff. No, that's. I don't.
Could have been done better.
Yeah, I think that would be my only major piece of criticism.
Yes,
absolutely. But I mean, I feel like they kind of had to derailroad it as hard as they did in order to get to that cliffhanger,
Yes.
which I don't necessarily feel is right. But, like, I feel it's one of the things that I like about the MCU shows. They kind of go at their own pace. They take their time doing telling the story that they need to tell. They don't really rush into it the way that Peacemaker season 2 did in the finale. But no, I think that it helped the finale or the cliffhanger be that much more like
impactful.
Yes, make it more impactful. Make it more like it leaves you more distraught.
Yeah.
With how not only fast it takes that left-hand turn, but it just like we said, it like plows you off the fucking cliff.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I can't be mad at it, really.
Yeah.
Like I can agree that there's some pacing issues with the finale, but I can't be mad.
Well,
It provokes an intense reaction.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what a cliffhanger should do.
Yeah. It's completely natural to yell at your screen after that happens.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I did that in the slightest. I definitely didn't do that. What? That was it!
Yeah, I was just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, no, I get you. For a quarter, it was interesting. I really hope that we get season 3 in about 2 years.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a reasonable time for us to get something like that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the day that we might get it.
We thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We are on Threads. We are on Facebook. We are on Twitter. We are on Instagram. We are on TikTok. You get that notification bell on YouTube for every episode. For more superhero goodness we got coming up. We got our Dark Knight trilogy look back for the 20th anniversary of Batman Begins this year. Obviously, that was a few months ago, but we're doing it in November.
Yeah.
First weekend in November. On my birthday, actually. So be prepared to see me in Joker makeup.
I can't believe that you're subjecting us to that torture again.
It's
No
my
better than
birthday.
Superman. No better than Superman.
It's my birthday, though. I got to do something.
I guess. Free gift.
And then join us back for more superhero show reviews and movie reviews next year.
Mm-hmm.
In the first few months, we got Lanterns, we got Wonder Man, and Invincible Season 4.
Yeah.
So we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This was a really fun episode.
It was, absolutely.
Definitely a productive episode. Yeah, we thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy, and we will see you next week.
Yeah. Fuck off, Nazis. See you next week.
Peace out.